Hey, what's up everybody? It is Kellen here from Start Your Systems, and welcome to another edition of Track Walk in MX Simulator, where today we are playing a track called Sweetwater MX by Colton D719. It is his first ever release, but it is not his first time releasing a track. He said that he used to build tracks for MCM, which is Motocross Madness back in the day. And this is his first sim track, and I've already done about 5 laps on it to get a little bit used to it. And it's super fun, so that's why I figured I'd do a track walk on it. But I'm actually also doing it because someone recommended to do it on the channel. And I was like, alright, I'll take a look at it. And I actually really like this track. It's pretty fun. I don't believe it is based off of anything in particular. I did a little research, and there is a track called Sweetwater MX, but it's in Tennessee, and Colton said that this track is in Sweetwater, Alabama. Look at Sweetwater, Alabama, there's not a track there, so I think this is just a fictional track, but he can tell me if I'm wrong or right, I guess, I don't know. Doesn't really matter, it's still a fun track, and that's what really matters when you're playing MX Simulator. The one thing I will say about it, my kind of thing that I guess I don't like about it is that it's very big. It's it doesn't feel like super real motocrossy. It looks great, like it looks like it could be a real motocross track for sure, but because of how kind of oversized the jumps are and everything like that, it feels a little bit too much. It's still fun, and on a 450 this track has unbelievably good flow. The traction's a little slick, but if you get used to it, then it's pretty easy to play and not really too much of a deterrent. So, like in all those aspects, those are like my only 2 complaints about it. Otherwise, this track, it visually it looks great. Like if you zoom out and look at the track as a whole, you would think, well, maybe I'm looking at a real motocross track from above, because that's just how much time was put into it. Colton himself said he put like hundreds of hours into this track trying to learn how to build a track in MX Sim and all that stuff like that, which I can understand because I've built a track in this game and it takes some time. So that's cool to see another MCM guy come over and start doing some stuff in Sim. A lot of the people that make tracks in Sim now they came from MCM or something like that. Everybody gives him crap, but like Devin Davis actually was building tracks in Motocross Madness, and then a lot of the other Sim regulars, they all started in Motocross Madness, as did I. I didn't build any tracks, but I definitely played that game a lot. So it's always cool to see some somewhat familiar faces jump into the Sim realm and build some sweet tracks like this. And this one is certainly a very fun one. It is a very long lap time, so I don't actually ever foresee this being like a track that would be used for local races. I mean, it might, but it's like a 4-minute lap time, and I'm crashing a lot, which I didn't want to do. But so it's just a really long lap, and like I said, it's a big track in general. So if you're not riding a 450, it might not be the best. I haven't ridden it on 250F to know, but at least for someone of my speed and on a 450 and stuff like that, it's a fun track to play. And who knows, maybe the traction suits 250Fs well because there's not a lot of roll resistance to it, so you can scoot along quite well. Love all the fun little like scrub jumps that he has on it though. So yeah, this is Track Walk, and Track Walk, as you may have noticed by watching this video, is now coming out on a Monday. What's all that about? I'm pretty sure we never have done Track Walk on Mondays before, but that is part of our updated content schedule for 2017. We got the whole channel revamp going on, and that is part of it, is doing a new content schedule. You can read a little bit more about what our schedule might look like in the About section of the page, but we'll have a video hopefully coming out later today describing some more things. And from here on out, Track Walk will be on Monday, and the reason I'm doing that is because I'm not going to do Track Walk videos on the Supercross tracks anymore, or like the official tracks, I guess I should say, like I used to, which was you would see a third-person lap and then a first-person lap, and then I would do the making of the lap segment on a Supercross track. And the reason I don't want to do that anymore is because it kind of just limits you to doing kind of the same thing for at least 29 weeks out of the year by doing the replica AMA stuff, because you get the 17 rounds of Supercross and the 12 rounds of Nationals, and then I only get about half the year, actually less than half the year, to do all the custom tracks that are available in this game, which, I mean, there's thousands of them. I haven't even cracked the surface of how many great tracks there are in this game, and we're 111 episodes into Track Walk. And that's not to say that the replica tracks are bad. I'm not going to do them because of that. I just wanted to kind of focus Track Walk on more of like a custom track kind of thing in this game. And instead what I'm going to do, and you'll see kind of the additions to that coming later on in the week. Whoa, that was an interesting fall. Is sort of split what Track Walk used to be for the replicas stuff into 2 different videos that will be filmed on 2 different days and be 2 completely different things. One video is going to be on Thursday nights, at least as much as I can do so. They may not always be live streamed, but I will try to do what I can. I will be streaming an hour and a half or so of me actually qualifying on the replica tracks, mainly for EMF, because the race will have already happened in RF, so that's not going to be something that I would be showing again, obviously, is the qualifying and all that race, because RF this year has decided to go with the limited qualifying option, so they're going to release a track like right before the race starts. You get an hour to qualify and then the race happens, and I'm not going to live stream all that. We'll be live streaming the Supercross races, of course, but I'm not going to live stream like my perspective of qualifying for that bit. So I will do like an hour and a half video stream thing where I play the track and I try to run hot laps so you guys can kind of see what it's like. Because in general, the pro perspective video that I did of the EMF fun race a couple weeks ago got a lot of rave reviews, and that's kind of another thing that goes on in the sim world during the week, is we get down and try hard the track and get used to it and try to run good lap times and stuff like that. So I wanted to show a little bit more of that side of Sim 2 with that video. And the other part of the Track Walk, because I said I'd be splitting like what Track Walk used to be for the replicas in half, is we're going to do a series called Circuit Guide, which basically details each of the 29 AMA official rounds, and maybe, if I feel ambitious enough to, and maybe during the off weeks when there's not an AMA round, we'll highlight a GP round, because the EMF guys are building all the GP tracks. And you'll see kind of what the circuit guide videos are, and I will, of course, ask for general feedback on the videos and what you like and don't like about the videos, of course. But those are just 2 things that I'm adding to more or less the content schedule going into 2017, so there's more kind of different things to watch. Like the stream one will be super long. You'll get to see exactly what it's like from my perspective to try to run good quality lap times on these replica tracks in a professional setting in this game. And then the circuit guide ones will be real short, like 2-3 minute videos detailing the track, giving you like all sorts of history things about the stadiums and all this stuff like that, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about when it comes out. But in general, I think it'll provide a better like whole perspective added to the channel when I do these track walks. I don't have to be locked to the replica stuff, and then I get to make another series based off of the replica stuff, and yada yada yada. It's gonna be, I think, good. You guys will, of course, be the ones giving me feedback as to whether or not you like it, but I hope you think it's good, because I wouldn't be doing it if I thought it was bad, so at least one of us thinks it's good, right? And I'm really pissed off right now that I keep crashing too, by the way, because someone called me out on the last video and said, like, I hate watching you crash and it sucks seeing you crash, I should spend more time on the tracks. And I did. I played this track a lot before doing this video. And I'm still crashing a lot, which just goes to show you how hard sim is and how crazy the professional racing scene is these days, with guys able to do like whole 30-minute plus 2-lap motos pretty much without falling. Oh, come on, don't crash. Anyway, so that's some of the content schedule. You also will realize I'm riding a Yamaha that is yellow, and I'm wearing some yellow gear, and I have the number 38 on my back. Now, for those of you that are fairly new to the MX Simulator racing scene, Race Factor Gaming and EMF, which is the European Motocross Simulator Federation, both have their own sort of points system to it, and I did not have a permanent number in either. So the 52 that you accustomedly see me wear is not a number that I actually possess in the professional realm of this game. It's just one that I like to run. 38 is what I earned for RF, and I earned 94 for EMF, so you might see me running either one of those. Probably when I'm qualifying for the EMF stuff, I'll run the 94, just because that's what the server, I'll be in the server and want to run the number that I'm supposed to be running. But I won't be running the 52 probably at all, and all this stuff that I'm wearing right now is actually part of our new Vitamin Water SYS racing team, which you guys may, if you've been paying attention to the channel since New Year's Day, have seen the team shoot that we did with that, and there's also a link to the forum post about the team on there, and like it's just a whole gamut of information. But the gist of it is, when I started playing this game back in 2011, the team that was like the top team to beat and all this business was a team called Vitamin Water Yamaha, and their whole sort of deal was they had multicolored bikes based on the colors that Vitamin Water had for their drinks, and it was very cool. It was a nice setup that they had, and they had a couple of the SYS Racing, now SYS Racing guys on their team then, so we went out and got a couple of the old guys that weren't on our team last year and added them to the team, and now we have an SYS Racing European division as well, and it's all just kind of crazy. I would recommend checking out the team shoot to kind of get the whole story behind that, because I'm not going to be able to explain everything in just this little kind of blip of a story that I'm telling on Track Walk here. But it's exciting. Our pack is enormous. We have a ton of bikes and all this stuff like that. We each have 9 sets of gear, and it's supposed to last us for the entire year, so hopefully it'll do so. Like, calculating it out even, I won't be doing at least the first 2 Supercross rounds this year, because I'll be streaming, and then someone else will be taking over the stream. We'll have more info on that later, but if I skip the first 2 rounds, it leaves 27 rounds to go. I have 3 different colored 450 bikes and 9 different sets of gears, so I could basically run 27 different color combos from here until the end of the season and never repeat, which sounds stupid, but just something that went through my noggin. And that's how crazy big our pack is, because every single person in the team, which is a 15-rider team, has all that stuff, and they have a 250F and a 252 stroke and a 125, and it's just a gigantic pack. But I think it's worth it because the setup is sick. I really like it, at least. I mean, I don't know, you guys have seen, if you haven't seen the video, I'd go check it out, but at least just based off this setup, like, what do you think of it? Because I think it's pretty awesome, and we put a lot of work into it. Myself working on getting the gear set up and getting the helmets designed, and then one of our new riders, Kyle Bennett, designing the bike with some help from one of our European riders, putting in some design effort. Just like a whole deal that took like 3 months to get together, and finally to have it done almost feels a little surreal because it took so long. But I'm definitely excited for it. I'm excited to have a whole gamut of teammates too to play with, because that's what I always feel like this game is about, is getting online, playing with your friends every night. Not every night, but when you get on, play with your friends. So it's gonna be cool, gonna be fun, gonna be a good year. I'm gonna do one more lap on this Sweetwater MX track, bust a little wheelie down the hill here. You guys have noticed though, as I've been playing this, that slippery traction that I discussed is kind of biting me in the butt. And you can also see there's little tiny ruts all throughout the track, which not many creators do these days. They usually create like 2 or 3 bigger ruts to use, and those are the ones you take. But Colton D719 put a lot of effort into this track, so I can understand why he did the smaller ruts and stuff like that. That's more of like a Hagvis thing. Hagvis used to design all the GP tracks in the game, and he would have really small, little precise ruts that you had to get into. And it was fun because it was a challenge, but gosh, it was certainly a challenge to hit the lines all the time, and the braking bumps and all that stuff like that. Not many people build really small braking bumps like Colton did on this track here. Not too sure why. I mean, I'm having a tough time dealing with them, primarily because I'm on a Supercross suspension right now. And I guess while I say Supercross suspension, yes to all of you like 100 people that have asked me to post my newest setup. For one, I haven't changed it since the last time I showed my setup, but two, yes, I will do another setup video just for you guys so you don't feel like you're missing out on anything. Because that is probably the most asked question in the last like week and a half on the channel is, hey, what setup you running? It looks great, you look like you're flowing so smooth. And it's like, I haven't changed anything yet there, guy, but don't worry, we'll get you another video so you can see it. Alright. So what do you guys think of this track? I mean, what I'd like to hear about with some of these track walks, especially now that I'm going to do like a full season, I guess, if you will, of custom tracks, never do the replica stuff for these track walk videos anymore, is it'd be cool if you guys actually downloaded them out of the description, because this track will be in the description below, and then played the track, and then in the comment section gave your feedback on it, you know, like kind of, not necessarily like rating it out of 10 or anything like that, but at least saying like, well, I like this or I didn't like this. Because what I've noticed lately is that some of the people that build these tracks end up watching my track walk videos, which for one I think is really cool because I like to know that I'm kind of sort of contributing to the sim community in a way or the other. But they always say like it's nice to hear my thoughts on it and what feedback I have to give about the track. So if they're going to be here watching, I mean, it doesn't hurt if you guys in the comment section, you know, give your feedback too and what you'd like to see different, because I know a lot of people that watch my videos aren't super knowledgeable on how things go on the MX Simulator forums, which is where this track is posted, and you're able to give your feedback there on the forums too about what you like or don't like about the track. But this is also another outlet where you could do it right here on the YouTube channel, and I could also, you know, answer any kind of questions or concerns that you might have about the track as to why he did this or didn't, with my personal opinions of why he did it or didn't, but I don't know what you guys are feeling until you say that, of course. So I feel like I've been asking you guys to get involved in the chat lately, but that's just another thing that I think would be cool, is if you guys offered some of your feedback as well. Because I like to think of this as a community effort. Like, I'm posting these videos, but I'm also talking to you guys the whole time, so, you know, it's a two-way street. You guys can talk back to me. You don't have to be quiet all the time. But I'm almost done with a fourth lap on this track, and my best lap, 351, I told you, it's a long-ass lap. Like, it's a big track. Yeah, it's gnarly. But I do hope that you guys thoroughly enjoyed another edition of Track Walk here on the channel, because I enjoyed playing this track and speaking to you fine folks. If you guys like this video, there is a like button for you to press. There is also a comment section for you to, you know, give us your feedback, whatever. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We are over 16,500 subscribers and growing. Just keep on going on. But thank you guys for watching another edition of Track Walk here in MX Simulator. Kellen saying we will see you guys in the next video.